Yeah.
Just have this down.
Oh, I thought you meant the whole thing. Just take my top off.
I almost came in, and here, let me.
You don't have to wear them if you don't want. I just like to wear it, so I know.
No, it's fine. Makes me feel all professional and stuff.
You look professional.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to copy you. I want to be professional. And I almost came in just a bikini.
Cute.
Because we're almost there. We're almost
We
at
are
1,500 subscribers. And
Yeah.
that's the next goal for this channel.
Sure.
Because that's hot.
That's hot.
And this is hot. With Sabrina Piper and Natalie DeCicco. Welcome to That's Hot, you guys.
Hi, everyone. If you want us to do another bikini episode, it's time.
It's time.
To subscribe.
It is summer. It is time. We are here.
It's hot.
It's hot. And this is episode 103, I believe.
I believe so.
So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in again.
Yeah.
Or thank you for tuning in for the first time. It has been a whirlwind of a week as I come in as the new pope.
Yeah.
The first American pope and, you know, I would say the first female, but we all saw Conclave and we know how that ends.
Yeah.
You did not watch it yet, did you?
Nope.
Of course. I sent it to you
I know.
a week ago.
I haven't had time to watch movies.
It's just 2 hours. It's 2:10 max. Maybe.
I have off on Monday. Maybe I'll watch it on Monday.
Okay. What have you been doing that you haven't watched Conclave? Because I've been watching the real life Conclave.
Yeah, I've not been keeping up with it. I've been watching Sex and the City. I'll talk about that later on the Patreon.
Ooh. Yeah, you're on season 5.
Just started season 5, yeah.
Folks, you don't even
First
understand
episode.
how amazing that is.
Yeah.
That
I
means
didn't realize
she's
there were
almost at
so
the end.
few, seasons. I thought there were like 8. There's 6.
No, because you know what it was back in the day? Seasons used to be so spread out
Yeah.
that it makes it feel like longer. Like Gilmore Girls. I'm doing a rewatch of Gilmore Girls right now. My mom and I watched it while
Cute.
I was growing up.
Yeah.
And very relatable. And what a show. I didn't realize there were only 7 seasons. Like I did, but it was because there were like 24 episodes a season.
Right.
And I think with Sex and the City, there is like season 6, which wraps it all up.
Yeah.
And that is part A and part B.
Interesting.
So, they're a little bit longer and stuff. But yeah, TV, it used to have to wait for it.
Yeah.
And it was worth the wait. It was like 8 years worth of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember my mom saying where she was like, everyone stopped what they were doing when the last episode aired. Like she and her sisters like were calling each other, like being like, we gotta catch it. Cause she was like, those were my friends.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were connected to these people.
Yeah.
I think probably for HBO, it's Sex and the City.
Yeah.
That finale, Sopranos finale.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
And Game of Thrones, I want to say.
Yeah.
I don't know what other show, except Barry was phenomenal.
I wanted to watch Barry. I haven't yet.
You haven't seen it?
Yeah.
That is one of the most incredible shows I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And Bill Hader is hot.
I like Bill Hader.
He's hot, and then he's like a killer and stuff, and that's even hotter.
Yeah. And he
it's
wants
like,
to be
ooh.
funny, and that's not hot.
Yeah, he like wants to be an actor.
Right.
That's the least hot thing in the
Yes.
world. There is nothing less attractive than a man showing up
Who is confident about him.
Oh,
like,
real
in
confidence that turns into
Delusional.
delusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he looks at everyone else. This is like what I hate when like people are like, try comedy. Okay. If they're not funny.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it's like those ads that you would see when you were homesick watching like Jerry Springer or Maury. And there were like people who were like, I went to DeVry. If I can do it, you could do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, you're really putting yourself down. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, there's a...
Is there something behind me?
There's probably like a gnat or something. It was distracting me. It was on your...
There's a bug on my headphones.
Yeah, it was distracting me.
Distracting you?
Yeah, I had to get rid of it.
It could have killed me. I could have just gotten malaria and died. Are you trying to? I get it. We all want to solo host sometimes, but the lengths you just went to. You just...
I got it, didn't I?
I don't know.
I did. It smushed into my hand.
You might have went into my blood system first. And now
No, I got it now.
Natalie, now I'm going to die. This is not hot.
I got it now. It's in my blood now.
Good.
Yeah, deserved.
Good. We're AIDS scissor sisters. I can't believe... So it's not... So what if it didn't bother you?
I mean, obviously it bothered me because...
It would have just laid eggs. It would have grown a colony in my head. I would have had to deal with that. You know what's not hot? Shaving your head when you have this type of nose structure and this bone and everything. Yeah, it's not hot.
No.
The hair is part of the whole ensemble, okay? I have tiny feet, tiny, and then I have big boobs, big, and then I have big hair, okay? It's part of it. You can't take that away, Natalie. I have
She's
malaria
alive.
in my hair.
You have malaria in your hair. That's the name of the episode.
What was her name? Who was that? Who actually... We all know it was a man. Who was he?
Who was he? Who did this? Why he look like that?
Oh, my God. Well, folks, I'm traumatized.
It was smaller than a fly. It was definitely
my hot
like a
little
gnat.
babies, I'm sorry. This might be my last day on Earth. I had water drip into me on my way here.
Gross.
A block away.
From an air conditioner?
God, let's hope.
Yeah.
Oh, God, let's hope.
I was standing outside in here and it literally felt like it was raining. I'm like, did it just start raining? And they were like, no, it's not raining out here. And it was an air conditioner and it was so concentrated that it felt like rain.
So it fell on you.
Yeah, it was gross.
So
This is a couple weeks ago.
You have multiple ailments that you're just putting on.
Yeah. I went to a doctor this week. I haven't been to
a doctor this week too.
I haven't been to a grown-up doctor in like 5 years. I'm like, I should probably
Really?
have one. Yeah.
Let's switch.
Yeah, let's switch for sure. I go to the urgent care, but
No, that's fair. If you can't get an appointment, you need to go to the urgent care. You go.
Yeah. I've
What
been
was
to the
going
urgent
on?
care
Wait,
plenty.
what was going on with you?
I was dealing with
it
some
the drips.
No, definitely not the. I mean,
Okay.
maybe it's because of the drips. I was dealing with some pain in my foot. I couldn't tell if it was like running related or just I need to get it amputated or what.
For sure.
They can't figure out what's wrong with my foot, but I have low vitamin D and high cholesterol, which is genetic. So I'm like, cool, didn't fix what I came in here for, and now I need to take vitamin D. Everyone has low vitamin
That's
D.
okay. I take vitamin D. Everyone takes vitamin D normally. If not, they usually go outside and get it naturally. But we live here, and that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But that can be fixed. Also, it's summer right now, so that's going to be changing.
Right. For sure.
Going to be out and about. Definitely going to the beach. I know you want to do solo, but we're going to go together
Yes.
too. We're going to do
There's
it
plenty
up.
of days that we can go to the beach.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it's going to be beach time this year. But and the high cholesterol, whatever.
Yeah, it runs in my family. It's my mom. I call my mom. I go, you have high cholesterol. She's like, yes. She's like, they didn't prescribe you anything for that. I'm like, no, it's just like a pinch higher than it's supposed to be. And I'm like,
gonna be
that's
fine.
fine. I'll be fine.
Gonna
I'll eat
be
fewer
fine.
eggs, which is probably financially a good call as well.
Apparently so. I
Yeah.
did see eggs for $5.99 the other day.
Not bad. Not bad.
Bad at Whole Foods. Thank you,
Wow.
Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Wow. All right. Okay. I don't hate that.
I don't eat eggs though. I don't know.
Oh,
if you know
yeah.
that.
That
I don't
actually-
like eggs.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as an insult. I just
No,
mean
I don't
like
take it as an insult.
you're like only
I've never
eat
had a
like
steak
white
or
meat
burger,
and
so yeah,
fish and stuff, and I feel like eggs is like kind of part of that.
that's just
Yeah.
the chicken periods.
Yeah.
It's fine though.
Yeah.
I'm envious sometimes of people who can eat them because they're so easy to eat.
Yeah.
There's so many variations.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, a
Very
cake-
true.
A cake can be a cake.
Yeah, it can be a cake.
Give
Exactly.
me a cake.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
A scrambled egg.
Yeah.
Give me the guillotine.
I
Take me out.
get that. There have been periods in my life where I feel like that.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like eggs is that one that people are like, I eat it for a while, then all of a sudden I look at one and it makes me want to barf. You know, the people go through phases where they're like, suddenly I can't eat eggs anymore. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I had that with, this was an experience of like, I had something bad and it made me sick, and that's why I like, it was with peanut butter sandwiches, but it wasn't the sandwich that got
Really?
me. It was like,
What was going on?
I was in college and I was in a phase where I was eating a whole bunch of peanut butter sandwiches. I was like, why did I stop eating these?
The
They're
cheapest
incredible.
and really good.
They're good. And I had them, and then I had some milk that was just like, or I didn't drink it, but it was left on the counter too long, and I took one swig, and it was so bad, and I didn't throw up, but I spit it out.
Close.
And it just sullied the image of the peanut butter sandwich after that.
Well, we have to fix that.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
peanut butter is delicious.
Yeah, I have it on other stuff. I just don't do so. I'm like, I'm a grown up, but then I'm like, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finally passed that.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah. I'm not someone who has a hard time with a lot of foods.
I do.
Yeah, that's
I
okay.
do.
So you're either one or the other.
I try. Actually, I feel like I'm flexible, but like, you know.
You like olives? I don't like olives.
Love olives.
Yeah, there's one.
I think, well, I love a lot of like different, everything grown from the earth.
Yeah.
I'm very into.
You're like mostly vegetarian at heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a while, I was vegan.
Yeah.
But, oh man, have you read the back of an oat milk bottle lately?
Weird shit in there.
Weird shit in there. Unless you're making your own oat milk, I don't suggest buying it anymore. It's unfortunate that Oatly has become so Americanized, and it's not just like from Sweden anymore, where they're just doing oats and water and salt.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. And
I always get so you like oat milk, and you're sad that they're putting gross shit into it.
Yeah, I had made the switch pretty much completely before, and now I have gone back to whole milk. As that was one of my things for 2025. That was actually one of my resolutions. Going back to dairy, just for my body. And checking, I check my levels and stuff.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of oat milk. I don't mind it. There was a girl I used to babysit. She and her mom were vegetarian, but like kind of half vegan, where they would always have soy milk in the fridge. I don't mind a soy milk. I don't mind an almond milk. For some reason, oat milk, it's like fine in certain contexts, but the beef that I have with it is that Dunkin' Donuts, every time they have a promotional beverage, and I go, I don't feel like thinking about it. Yeah, give me the shaken espresso Sabrina Carpenter drink. It's always oat milk.
I know.
I'm like, I don't want the oat milk.
It's now
so you can charge more for it. Because they charge the oat milk.
Because it's like cheap garbage in it now.
I thought it was like the way that Dunkin' Donuts charges you more for oat milk than for dairy milk. And they're like, we can charge more for the shaken espresso if we put oat milk in it.
They'll always do that as like a general thing.
Right.
But like, that's why places like Stumptown Coffee too. Mm-hmm. It's right in the West Village.
Yeah.
Oh my God, amazing. But all of their default is oat now. And I mean, listen, if you're making your own oat milk, great.
Yeah.
And if you're a small business, amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats to you. Please let us know. Oh, God, am I looking for good coffee all the time?
Yeah.
But otherwise.
Yeah, it's gross. If you think about it, it's gross.
Not good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all not good.
Yeah.
But what can you do besides live a little?
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. So now I have to I'm worried about my cholesterol, but I'm like, I don't eat fried food I don't snack. I don't eat fried foods a lot of the time. I'm just like, yeah, it's genetic.
Yeah, I wouldn't stress if
the way my mom said it, she goes, your aunt who runs 8 miles a day has high cholesterol, and our cousin who butters her bread on both sides does not have high cholesterol. Those were her exact words. Yeah.
There's something immune in those fucking people.
Yeah. But it's like the same age as my mom. Pretty sure someone who's the same age as my mom and my aunt, it's like they're,
Yep.
They're equal with each other age-wise, and it's literally just sometimes it's genetic. Whatever. Like I said, I'm not pressed about it. I thought this was weird. You deal with more doctors than I do. They sent a prescription for vitamin D before asking me.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yes.
I was like, I have not been to a doctor as an adult. I was like, wouldn't you just check, even if it's 85 cents, which it probably will be with insurance, which is fine. I'm like, at least ask me first if I want to pick that up.
Also, just as a patient.
Yeah. They called me afterward to say, hey, we sent this to your pharmacy. I'm like, feels weird.
That's so weird. They didn't tell you beforehand.
Yeah, I thought I was like, is this overstepping, or have I just never been to a doctor on my own?
No, they didn't even tell you what to take with it, what not to take with it,
Yeah.
how much you're taking, anything like that.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Severely deficient and like.
I'll probably take
Get
it.
one.
Yeah, I'll probably take
There's
it.
no sun.
With insurance, if they send it to me and it's 85 cents, that's cheaper than me buying vitamin D at CVS anyway. So
For sure, it's fine. It's no big deal. It's more so, it's like
it's the thought.
No
Yeah,
acknowledgement.
yeah, it was weird.
Of your body.
Yeah.
And we need to advocate for ourselves when we go to the doctor.
Mm.
Like, I used to say it was really, like, with what?
You finish your thing first.
Well, I used to say it was really with women, but I actually think that a lot of people are fucked over with care.
Yeah. Even women more so, but men too. It's like you
Yes.
hear from an authority figure and you go, oh, okay, all right, I guess
Right.
they're right.
But
You
at the
know?
end of the day, we're all human.
Yeah.
And I think that the only people that are, going, if they have something to say, they obviously have something to say. They are in their body.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I was going to say that when I went in, I even got an x-ray of my foot. The x-ray came back fine. I want to see it. I'm like, I want to see what the inside of my foot looks like. And you can pay me extra if you want those x-rays. Does that do anything for a foot fetish guy to see a bone foot, the inside of a foot?
no, because they can't fuck it, Natalie, unless they
Well,
have
they can't fuck it anyway.
unless they have a killing fetish, and then the narcolepsy fetish, or what was it? What is it when you fuck the dead
Necrophilia?
corpse? Necrophilia
Yeah.
fetish.
I went to a doctor and then I went to an x-ray center. Did not interact with one man the entire time. It was both facilities, all women. I liked that.
I like that too.
I mean, obviously, there were patients that were men, but like
Yeah, but
every single doctor and
sisters are
person,
doing it.
literally. I was like, oh, nice.
Did you go to a women's?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Just and both and the X-ray center was like imaging, where it was like X-rays and MRIs and shit. There were lots of people there. It was all women behind the counter.
I like that.
Yeah.
See, we're taking over.
Yeah, we are.
Now, did you go at the beginning of the day, middle of the day, end of the day?
Beginning of the day.
Lucky you. Now, see, I went at the end of the day the other day.
Woof.
And you know what I don't like? I don't like overhearing conversations. It's not my
About you or
choice.
not about you?
Oh, not about me.
Just
talking about how annoyed they are to be there and how much they
like the
don't want
DMV.
to be there. It is. Except at the DMV, you're not sick. You're just sick of their bullshit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you're at a doctor's office, it's like, well, nobody else wants to be
yeah,
here
yeah,
either.
yeah. You're like, I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
You guys went to school for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be beyond going to school. This is supposed to be your passion.
Dream. Yeah.
You are supposed to want to help people till the very last moment. If you shouldn't even be looking at the clock and saying, we only have 4.5 minutes until we can leave.
Right.
That's absurdity.
Yeah.
But there we were in the NYU room. All not wanting to be there.
Yeah. Bad vibes. And they didn't say anything to you, yeah?
No.
Okay, well, at least they had the
Nothing.
decency to not be pissy in front
No, it
of
wasn't to me. It wasn't. The door was closed, and they
Haven't
were
you
just
people ever
yapping
heard
outside.
of closing the goddamn door? That's what I was going to say, too. I was like, if they left the door open, I was going to be like, what a beautiful wedding.
What a beautiful wedding. The bridesmaids and the nurses, they all called me a whore.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But I'm like, listen.
It's a bad
I don't wanna
taste.
hear you. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
you complain.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you talking about.
Please whisper.
something. Whisper. Say something or
Yeah.
like text.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
this is 2025. It's the 21st century. Let's get with it. Send a text. And
Yeah.
Say, like, oh my God, let's fucking leave. I can't believe how many people are still left.
Yeah.
I don't have to hear it out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to hear, like, when do we have to go?
Yeah.
When do we get to go? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Very important difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Very important.
That sucks.
It does suck. But, I guess, it's hard. It's hard to be sitting there and working in an office when the new pope is sitting in room number 2 waiting for their exam, and you're like, we're supposed to get out of here, and now we have this authority figure. What do we do? And it's like, well, we must praise her.
Yeah. She's right here.
Right
You
here.
guys should show some decency.
Right here.
This happened this morning. We're recording this on the 8th.
Yes, we're
This
recording
just
this on the 8th.
happened.
You voted for me on patreon.com/funnygirlwithtits. You picked a tier today for only $1 starting at. Only $1?
If you're a big fan, you can pay $20 for the cuck tier.
Or pay $5.
Or $5. Exactly.
Subscribe
in between.
to the YouTube. Share it. Like.
Yeah.
Give us a rating on Apple. Give us a rating on Spotify. Do something.
You can do all that.
Your new Pope commands you.
Yeah. You got to listen
me.
to the Pope.
Where's my hat? Here's my little invisible hat.
Oh.
Did you just get command from the Cardinals?
I did.
What's going on?
Sorry. You're not technically the Pope yet.
I'm not the Pope yet?
No, not yet.
What am I, Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Veep?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
You'll be the Pope.
So that means I do get to be
You
the
still
Pope.
have to be
Not
sworn
for
in.
long, but for a little while.
I
must
saw.
assemble my team.
I'm not a Catholic, but I
I'll
was
take a
not.
look.
Yeah, literally. I was not raised
Come here, little
Catholic
boy.
either. Yeah, I'll take a look. Come here, little boy. They were like, "What? There's no Pope right now. Catholics are just freeballing it. They're not ruled by anyone right now. They don't have to listen to the rules. Like, who's going to check on them?"
cha-cha-cha.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah.
Wow. Now,
Everything
see,
I know about it, I learned from Angels and Demons by Dan Brown, which is the one that
okay.
came before the Da Vinci Code, which is the more famous one.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. We all know
been-
Dan Brown.
It's been a while, but yeah.
We all,
We all had to
know
read
Danny
Dan
boy.
Brown. Yeah.
Danny B,
Yeah.
as I like to call him.
Yeah. You guys are friends.
We're friends. He's a friend of the show.
Yeah.
I read something amazing about this entire experience.
Please.
Before I became Pope,
Right. Of course.
a bunch of the other people who are the cardinals, which are the people that fly in from around the world to possibly be the Pope and vote on the popery and all that.
Popery spelled like the scented stuff that you
Exactly.
have in bathrooms.
Exactly. But also popery. Like
Yeah. Popeness.
in charge.
Yeah.
Large and in charge.
Yeah.
All the cardinals that didn't really know what was going on, that were newcomers and everything, they learned the process through watching Conclave.
They put on a video?
Yeah. So
Like it was
so maybe.
like there was a substitute?
Maybe there was something to learn.
And that's why I need to learn it. And that's why you were chosen, because you had already seen Conclave.
I had already seen it. I knew what was going on. I am actually the winner of all of this.
I wonder if Dan Brown is pissed. He's like, I made the first media about a conclave,
Well,
and now
sometimes
they're
I feel
not.
Argentinian.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any reference because you're not in the conclave.
No, I'm not in
you
the
were
conclave.
locked out of the doors.
Yeah.
You are the popis administratus. Do you know what that means?
No. Do you?
It means the Pope's assistant.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it means. You're the Pope, so I have to listen to you.
That's it.
Yeah. Whatever you say, I got to be
So
like,
you have to
oh,
watch Conclave.
Yeah, I'll watch Conclave.
Because if the cardinals could do it before they vote on
That's true.
the
That's true. That's
biggest
true.
thing in this one of the biggest religions in the world, then so be it.
Yeah.
I like that this article I read online said like they were led by teachers like Stanley Tucci.
Yeah.
in
I'm
the
sure
movie, and I was
Stanley
like, I
Tucci
mean-
would have loved to have been called out like that. I'm sure he would have been like, yes, I'm it.
I would love to be a fly in that room.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah.
Same.
That's fun stuff that I love to. And I remember when I read Angels and I'm pretty sure it was Angels and Demons and not Da Vinci Code,
It's
right?
on Hulu, Angels and Demons, like the series version, correct?
Oh, I did not know that. I just get
I might possibly. Be
I read the
wrong.
books and I
Netflix.
didn't see the movie, the other media. I don't remember which one came first. I'm pretty sure it was Angels and Demons where they talk about a conclave, and it was the Da Vinci Code. But they both were in Italy, were they not?
Yes.
They were both in Italy.
Yeah.
So the first one was about a pope, and then the second one was about Da Vinci.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just correct me if that's not the case, but I don't remember where I was going with that.
That's okay.
Oh, I'm like, what do they talk about in there? No one will ever know what they talk about in there.
Inside the conclave?
Yes, inside the conclave.
No.
How do they
Everyone is-
debate? How do they argue about who gets to be it?
watch the movie.
But how do we know that's accurate? None of them are ever allowed to talk about it. You think they're fucking each other in there?
100%.
Yeah, they're not allowed. That's why they're not
Oh
allowed
my
to
God.
talk about it,
They're
because they're not allowed to
sucking
be
all the cock
gay.
they can. They're sucking all the cock they can. I think they take the little boys that they've already molested and they toss them at a dartboard. And however many stick, it's done. They win.
Yeah, you get to win, and that's how you become the Pope.
Yeah,
And that's why I was an American Pope this time.
Exactly. Got that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't actually win.
Sorry. It's been a bit this whole time. I'm so sorry.
Can you believe it?
Can you?
It went to some guy from... I don't want to say Boston.
That would be very funny
But
if it
I'm
was Boston.
Almost positive I read Boston.
We're going to look it up.
Can you look that up,
Yeah.
please? It was either Massachusetts or Michigan.
Yeah,
Again,
Pope.
this is about an hour after this Pope was chosen right now, you guys. That's when we're recording this. The white smoke, I watched it come out from a recap on TMZ. And this is it, if you've never seen it.
What? What'd you say?
I'm talking about the black smoke and the white smoke that
Right.
comes out. I said this is the white smoke that came out. We're recording this an hour after.
Ah, right. Got it. I thought you wanted me to cut in something here.
Oh, I do.
Oh, well then tell me that. What am I
I just
cutting
did.
in? Oh, so now I got to go back and
The white
watch
smoke-
this.
I got, it's okay. I got it.
Okay. First American Pope. Chicago.
Okay, the first American Pope is from Chicago. Much like Meredith Marks from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Uh-huh.
Much like Kanye West. Rest in peace.
He's dead now.
He's dead now. Relevancy is hard. And Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
And Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
The impeccable ex-mayor.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know
Nope.
what that was?
No.
You never turn on C-SPAN?
Nope. I don't have TV.
You don't have a TV?
Not cable.
Well,
You
okay.
put on C-SPAN on not cable? You're just like looking up. I don't know how C-SPAN works.
Back off.
Okay.
Some of us like to be informed.
If you had
Some of us like to
cable and was
argue.
watching C-SPAN, then good for you.
I
would
have
support you
argued on
100%.
C-SPAN before.
Oh yeah, how long?
I'll
ago
let
was
you
that?
know. Like pandemic, when everyone had nothing else to lose. When they were like, yeah, we'll let this girl come on
Yeah.
and argue with the security, whatever general. It was really great. My
Did
ex
you win?
reported it. Well, if you categorize getting the phone clicked on you, that's a win.
Yeah, you're right.
And if you're under a lot of pressure and you keep your cool, like I did,
That's a win.
that's a win.
That is a win. That's a great point.
And I kept cool.
Yeah. Good for you.
Thank you. If only I could remember that man's name.
Have him on.
Oh,
We should have him on here.
I got something better.
But please.
We have 2 Real Housewives that are down. One of them is having a mental breakdown right now.
Is
though.
that why she's down?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh shit.
That's when she backed out.
No.
That's when you know.
No. Who's the other
we're
one?
Um,
Oh, we shouldn't say yet until she's on. I don't want people to.
I don't want to say yet, but I will give a hint.
Okay.
Howdy.
Okay.
It's
That's
a
for everyone at
rodeo.
home. Cool. Exciting.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And how, you might ask?
We're famous. Why would you need to ask how?
That's so true.
That being said.
That being said, if you are asking how all this famousity came about, reels, baby. I've been posting content.
Hell yeah.
And by content, I mean the most dumb shit in my entire life. I have wasted
And it's
years.
working.
I have wasted everything. I have gone through every single piece of dollar that my father left me. I am a disgraceful loser, and I am ready to dance on TikTok.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there however we get there.
We'll get there.
It's a journey.
However we get there.
It's a journey.
It is. So anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
And I've been thinking. I've been thinking how to elevate, right? How to
Yeah.
get hotter.
Yeah, how do we get hotter? Are you okay?
There's lava.
There's lava.
It's
It's too
getting
hot. It's in your throat. How
Um,
do we get hotter?
How do we get hotter? I've been asking myself that, and I wonder, and I wonder, and then
Get
I go,
more vitamin D. That's mine. I need to go out in the sun
more
more.
dick? You
No.
wanna get Eiffel Towered?
Sure. No, that's not happening. No, the dick ratio is great right now. I need to go in the sun more.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
why don't you go into the sun, tan your vagina like I do,
Hold it
and
up
then
like this.
I do a little spread seas.
Yeah, exactly.
and
Exactly.
then you go for it.
Isn't that
But-
supposed to be good for your chakras or
It's very good.
something?
Yes, it is.
I've heard
You think
that.
I'm not. I'm not exaggerating.
I've
I'm
heard that.
serious. Anyway, how do we get hotter?
How?
We open our DMs.
Oh, sure.
Ladies, it's that time of year. Open your DMs. See who's in them. See which basketball player that's an early league can just fucking right in you.
Yeah. There you go.
It's time.
I
That's
never
how we
look
get
at my
hotter.
DMs
Oh,
on my public anyway,
how can you not?
because I'm never signed into that one,
It's
and
time.
I'm deleting it every
It's-
5 minutes. Also,
It's time to sign in. It's time to get on all the apps. By that, I mean TikTok, Instagram, everything. You little pigs want content? I'll give you content. I'll
Yeah.
be walking. I'll bagel shame all day fucking long.
yeah.
I
Well, you're
won't
great
stop.
at that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I've seen all of the copycats since. And let me tell you, I am
Mm,
taking them down.
Yeah.
With every DM that comes in, I will go out for another bagel vid. And that's how we get hotter.
Yeah.
And not only that, what else do we do? I'm thinking of maybe calling Ghislaine Maxwell. She seems to have time on her hands.
She's got time.
Who else do we call? You know who we can't call? Oh my God, never mind. Can't even make that joke to you.
Wait, why? Because I don't get it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wish you followed the Epstein stuff.
You can just say it, and then maybe they'll like it.
What? No, Natalie. No.
They'll like it. It's for them.
I want to go on a bit with you.
No, I can't.
I need you to watch the documentary. I need you to watch the torture of the girls at the Dalton school.
All right, I'm gonna watch 100 movies this week,
Okay.
and then I'll come back.
Okay. In order. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
We're watching that together.
That's true.
And I will, when I pay off my credit card, I am buying my audio equipment, and then I'm hauling ass through my credit card debt, so it should be soon. Should be sooner rather than later.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I wish I could say the same.
I just have 2 new small but significant additional incomes lately, and I'm just putting that straight toward my credit card. A lot of dog sitting.
A lot of dog sitting. Have you
Yeah.
ever heard the myth about like just not touching your bills for 7 years and they go away apparently?
No, but I can't wait that long. I'm impatient. I also need to use my credit card. There's a limit on it, so I
Yeah.
gotta pay it off so I can keep using it.
Like most people.
Yeah. No, I'm almost done. Anyway, and then we can watch Romy and Michelle's high school reunion together at your house.
Okay.
And you guys can join us.
And then can we watch like the Diddy doc?
Sure. Yeah.
He's having a rough week.
And then this week especially? Why?
Mhm.
What happened?
Just a rough week for Sean.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna watch Conclave this week.
Conclave.
And then the documentary about Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Is it Ga or Ja?
She's a predator.
I just know that the S is silent.
And so are all her victims now.
True. They're gone now.
Goodbye. Virginia Jeffrey is dead.
You know something funny?
See?
That's not funny, but there's this chick that I follow for ASMR reasons that I like fall asleep to her. She does like tarot cards and stuff, and she's like, the world is having like a death and rebirth culturally, where it's like a bunch of stuff will be exposed. Like stuff that was buried will come to the surface and stuff like that. And I'm like, do you think it's just like coincidence that it's happening now where there is going to be stuff exposed? Or do you think that all the psychics and stuff were like, saw this happening and was like, oh no, yeah, for sure, we called that. Yeah, there was going to be a bunch of stuff brought to the surface. We said that.
I think conspiracy theorists have just been saying it for years.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can say that. I mean, I've only been alive for 27 years, but almost 28. But I feel like they just are always saying that. They're like,
they are.
There's gonna be a whatever. I don't even know what word I wanted. There's gonna be an upheaval.
An apocalypse. Oh, okay, yeah.
Or an apocalypse. Maybe not literally an apocalypse.
Like an apocalyptic type of thing.
Yeah.
Going on.
A rebellion. Anyway, I enjoy her a lot, even though I don't believe a lot of what she says. It's fun. It's fun to hear about. I'm like, I don't believe in tarot cards, except for like, you know. If you
love tarot cards.
Yeah, but I don't believe them.
Tarot cards.
Because I watch all of her videos, and she's like, if this was meant for you, it'll find you. And I'm like, I watch all your videos.
Maybe they're all meant for you.
Yeah, but none of them are meant for me. Yeah, it's like, I like it. I don't believe it. It's like astrology. I love astrology. I don't believe it.
Oh.
I believe a little bit of it, but if you're into it, maybe I've asked you this before. There was once a long time ago where I was in college, and I was like, I don't believe in astrology because I'm a Taurus. Then I have two close friends of mine who are also Taurus who are nothing like me. What's the story there? And they were like, no, it's all about your chart. It's about your birth chart. It's about your rising and your Venus sign and all that. And then I got my chart done, and my rising sign is Scorpio. And I go, yeah, that's the vibe I give off is Scorpio? Seriously? And they're like, no, it's really about your sun sign or whatever. And I'm like, well, which one is it? Is it about the sun sign or is it about the whole chart?
Whoa. All right. What's your chart?
I think I used to have CoStar. I deleted CoStar, and I don't even know what my login is. But it was like, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it was sun sign is Taurus, rising is Scorpio, and moon is one of the other earth signs. Capricorn or something like that.
Okay. So what does that mean about you?
It's like, I don't remember what moon is, but sun is like, here, what does
Let's see. We're looking them up, you guys.
Chart mean? Okay. Interpret your birth chart. Here, let's see. I did not expect this to be the turn we went.
This is awesome. All right. I'm making mine. Okay.
Oh.
I think I got this down. All right. So my sun is in Aries. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Moon is Capricorn.
Okay.
And then what else am I looking for?
Rising.
Ascendant in Pisces? Is ascendant?
That's different.
Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
You got this?
Sun, moon. Rising is ascendant. No, you're right. Ascendant. Yeah. Yes, that's correct. I just don't know what I don't remember what each of those things means.
Okay.
And I know that,
Look at that, you guys.
Oh, the sun is your personality and how you shine. The moon represents your emotions and what you need to feel safe and secure. And your, damn it, where's ascendant? They'll be like, all right, sun, moon, right. This is a pick a card reading for.
I have nothing in Cancer, Leo, Virgo at all. Fascinating.
And then your houses or whatever.
Fascinating. So I think that means I'm a bitch.
I just wish we had an expert on to like tell us about what it means.
There's no experts.
Yeah, but there's people who at least
my cousin.
read.
My cousin.
Can we invite her? And not after what we said about her. Assuming it's the same cousin.
She's on the way out. She's moving.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this is so funny. I was telling a good friend of mine.
With me.
Yeah, it would be like old times.
It would be like old times.
I was talking to a friend of mine from college who I have not spoken to in a long time, but we both tried drugs after graduating, so we bonded over that for a while. We just had like a Zoom call last night and just talk for a long time.
Cute.
And I was telling him, because he got very into unconventional, like poly stuff, but also like queer nightlife stuff, but also like not bondage necessarily, but like kinky shit like that. We bonded over threesomes and stuff like that. And I was telling him about the collaring. And I was like, yeah, there was a bad vibe that we got at the beginning that I forgot about until I just started telling you it about the actual relationship itself.
Okay.
And I'm like, they broke up now. And he was like, oh, good. I was like, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they've been broken
They've
up.
been broken up.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. Anyway, I walked over. What were you saying?
I don't know, but it doesn't even matter. I just said we're going together, and that was really it.
Yeah.
No thought after that. I was like, oh,
we'll go
plan.
together. We have a plan.
plan.
We should have her on the show. Have her tell us about astrology.
Yeah, there's so many other people.
Here's the thing: when I say we should have them on the show, most of the time I don't mean that I'm gonna follow up on it. It's just kind of a thing to say.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair. What I think is a better plan, though, is maybe you go to this party, get all of the knowledge we can,
and then we bring it to the show.
And we bring it to the show.
Yeah, there we go.
It's not a thievery of knowledge, but knowledge is power.
Yeah, and I need power.
Need it. Yeah. Need it to survive. What else can you do? It's the kindest thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't want to take up somebody's time. This is not her
genre.
Totally.
An
hour. No,
I don't. Long time.
I don't mind asking. I have no issue. It's not like we've said anything that could be in any way, shape, or form offensive.
Yeah. She didn't watch that episode.
But learning, no.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. What would make you guys watch the episodes?
It's a good question.
I would love to know.
What do you want us to talk about? If it's good, maybe we will. If it's not, we'll just ignore it.
That is a great point. I love that.
Yeah, they can just send us stuff that they want us to talk about, and if it sucks, we can tell you to go fuck yourself. Or just ignore it.
I'm going to make an email.
Yeah, you know what? Sure.
We're going to make an email.
Yeah.
And we're going to get emails in, and you can tell us.
I was thinking YouTube comments, but that works too.
YouTube comments, but you could tell us.
Let's make it YouTube comments because that's good for our algorithm.
That's so true.
If they send their questions as YouTube comments, that's good for us.
That's so true.
You know.
What if we do something deeper?
What's that?
Send us the inside of your butthole.
Great, now they're going to do it.
Along with a question.
Now they're going to do it.
No, we should.
And we'll be able to tell if it's not your butthole.
We should, do something we're experts in everything. Mm-hmm. We should give advice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We should do something somebody's never done. We should give advice.
Relationship advice. No one's ever done that.
Relationship advice.
Yeah.
That's original.
I actually want advice in the form of, the type of person who would join our cuck tier. Being like, 2 women, please make me feel bad about myself and also tell me how to improve.
We would love
I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
To make you feel bad.
But also give you advice and improve your life. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. Reminds me of Kevin the Carpet. So there's this guy that's going around the city and his name is Kevin and he wraps a carpet around him and then he lays down the sidewalk and he lets people walk over him. Well, he doesn't let people. They don't know.
They don't know. They just step on him.
Carpet and it's a fetish for him.
And he comes?
I think so, yes.
I think Zach told me something like that once.
Oh, yes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would see that. We would both see that.
Yeah.
And then he actually has a rival and a beef with this other guy. I think his name is Jeff. And he's
Jeff the Carpet.
And yes, he also wraps himself in carpet and lays in bars and stuff and hides in the street. And then people walk over thinking that's just something random and it's just a carpet. But no. They're rivals. And there it goes. Just things that's been on my brain, you guys.
Yeah, that's going to be on my brain also. I think.
It would be.
Gross. Not to yuck someone's yum.
I'm yucking a yum.
But
it's not
you
a
said
consensual
that.
Yum.
You're right. It's not a consensual yum.
It's not a consensual
yum. You think he's looking up skirts or is that not even it for him?
No, he's wrapped in a carpet.
Yeah. How do you not notice that it's lumpy?
Because he's
so why does he post about it?
Disguise. He didn't post about it. Kevin didn't post about it.
Oh.
Everyone else,
So they gave him that name.
You'll see Kevin around. He sits around Broadway, lays around Broadway.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. That's not consensual, and I don't like that.
That's not consensual.
I don't like when people make their thing bring their thing to you when you're not asking for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's not like he's trying to, pop out or anything. Kevin's the carpet.
He's the carpet. He's going to stay the carpet.
Yes.
That's got to be like edging for a really long time.
Possibly might get like a hard on or something.
Yeah, but then you don't come. Or maybe
we don't
you
know.
do.
Maybe he's coming from it and then just keeps coming from it.
Gross. That's the gross part.
We don't know if he's taking something for it. That is the gross part.
Yeah, nothing else about it was gross.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Kevin the carpet. I'm saying KTK.
KTK is funny. I like Kevin the carpet though.
Kevin the carpet is wild.
Gross. And then there's another. There's
that's
feuding
New York.
carpets.
There's just some things where
Yeah.
it's like
Absolutely.
Kevin the carpet. Like I've had a really, really tough couple weeks, but Kevin the carpet and jumping over him has gotten me through. And I appreciate that. And I love that.
Yeah. Do you remember Humans of New York? I feel like
Of course.
I feel like Humans of New York would have interviewed Kevin the carpet.
He would have rolled away.
Yeah. He'd be like, no interviews.
Just going down. I'm waiting for somebody to just go over Kevin with their city bike or something.
Yeah, I bet he'd be into that.
I see. Where's the line draw? Where's the line draw? Does it draw at a Revel scooter? Where's it draw?
That's a lot. That you'd
seems
probably
like
get
it
some
crushes
serious
you.
damage.
You'll
Yeah.
probably get crushed a little bit. Is it worth it?
Is he a big fat guy, or does he really hide well? He's like a skinny guy.
He's skinny enough to be rolled up in a carpet.
I just don't. So he's rolled like a tube.
Like a tube, dude.
So how do you step on a tube of carpet? How would you? I would trip over a tube of carpet. I would step over it.
I think I would step over it as well.
Yeah. How do you get people stepping on you?
There's a lot of weirdos
who see it and they want to step on it.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's like seeing a crunchy leaf.
Oh.
And I think for some people, especially people who have never lived here or never been around, they're just like, ooh, New York,
Step
New
on
York.
it.
And
Yeah.
they're like, I'm stepping on a red carpet. And then they trip and they're like, sorry. And Kevin's like, oh,
I'm going to go home.
I just came. Kevin the carpet came.
I'm afraid that.
Think about it. He has all of that fabric and material to sop it all up.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
sure
You're right.
He is jizzing.
I just don't get how you can come just from no contact.
Oh, think about tantric sex.
Yeah, I never
people
mastered
make you
that.
come. Yeah, I mean, me neither, but think about that.
I guess
That is
that's
a
possible.
thing. That is a thing.
I was going to say, do you think he ever worries about getting scooped up in the garbage?
No, I think...
Like a garbage man just shoves him into the bag.
No, I think that's...
Because he can't see.
Because it's New York,
Right.
quite frankly, I think that so many people are used to homeless people, unfortunately.
Oh, they just assume it's a homeless
that
guy.
even when they see it, they're like, maybe it's a homeless person.
Or think it belongs to them.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And unless they're court-ordered to do something like that,
Sure.
I don't think they're going to go other ways to go onto the sidewalk.
Right.
Pick it up.
Right.
And then,
That's
they'll
true.
see a head. They'll maybe be thinking this is a homeless person who found a carpet overnight, wrapped themselves in it.
To be warm and fell asleep.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
And, we have compassion.
Yeah.
So, I just...
Yeah.
Kevin.
Were you always like this, or did you become like this? That's what I want to know.
Great question.
Could be either.
It's Kevin Jonas. No.
The Jonas Brothers were in my town last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't they grow up near you? They
Near
grew up in
me, yeah.
Livingston, right?
Something like that. Livingston,
Something. My mom's
Belleville,
from
something like
Livingston.
that. They were in my town eating at the Rita's Italian Ice place.
Rita's, really?
Yeah, there was a
Okay.
picture of them with the employees from Rita's. And I just think it's funny that they went, you know what, I want to, come back and get some Italian Ice.
Yeah.
I didn't see them. I just heard
Going
about it. I saw photos.
Back to their roots.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like I did see a photo. Maybe did you post it?
Maybe. Or my roommate maybe did. I don't know. I don't think you follow her, but
I do.
do you? That would have been it.
Okay, then I think that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
Maybe I was flipping through and I was like, oh, well.
The Jonas Brothers.
The Joe Bros. Yeah. And then I feel like people have probably been flocking to the space ever since.
Yeah, true. Good for business.
Very good for business.
Yeah.
I've seen, speaking of the Joe Bros, breakdowns online about Nick Jonas and some love triangle between him and Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
And somehow Taylor Swift is involved.
Okay.
And it's all very weird that people are dissecting things from 14, 15 years
really
ago.
long time ago.
Yeah, because I'm like, first of all, I don't know if you guys are right. And second of all, you're judging like a 14-year-old.
Yeah, a minor.
Lyrics. Yeah. It's like, maybe we should just...
Let it die. They're all married now.
They're all married.
Or engaged.
All married, all engaged, or divorced, or have
Right.
actually
We're
never been
grown-ups
any of
now.
them. You know, Taylor Swift, sorry.
Oh, I was thinking of the first three.
But
that
the
you
other
said.
three, yeah. Everyone is committed.
Yeah.
They are accounted and taken and spoken for.
Yeah. Let it go. You're grown-ups now. You were probably also 14 when this happened, so get over it.
No, it's children. It's...
Oh, current children.
Yes.
That seems weird.
That's what I mean. They think they're like cracking the code on things that happen. Which I was like, damn.
I guess have your fun,
Was
but like
that fucking annoying?
we all were. We all were. Unfortunately. I was annoying. I was not annoying about stuff like that, but I certainly was annoying. I was just thinking about it.
I don't know. I think in my entire life, to this moment, I have never been annoying.
Yeah. In that case, I've never been annoying either.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more believable from you.
I was so fucking annoying, dog. That's why I've mellowed out. That's why I'm such a mellow person now, that I was just a bitch 12 to 16. I was just like
every
insufferable.
girl ever.
Yeah.
You don't watch The Last of Us, do you?
No, my roommate's obsessed with it though. You watched it? I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like your thing.
Well, my ex, he used to play the video game, and I watched that a lot, so I already knew it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I would play sometimes.
Yeah.
So, you know, for all my gamer girls out there.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but like, yeah, I was like, oh, so I watched the first season and
Yeah.
it rocked, and then I just got through the first 2 episodes, and oh boy, rough.
Yeah.
Man, I really should have watched the second game.
Ah. Yeah.
I wasn't prepared
Yeah.
emotionally. I'm emotionally spent, Natalie.
Yeah. It seems
really
like it from
am.
what Ashley said.
It's rough.
Yeah. Her
You know?
her boyfriend's dog is Ellie from that. Like that's what he named her after.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Damn.
Interesting.
Add it to the list of things I should watch. That one's pretty low on the list, respectfully.
Okay, so you're watching Sex and the City.
Yes.
Season 5.
Yeah. Do we want to move to Patreon? That's usually a Patreon topic.
This is Patreon.
We got to say goodbye to everybody.
Fine.
Bye,
Fine.
everyone. Natalie DeCicco edits on Instagram, DECICCO_edits. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, please. We're so close. We've been edging.
See, I'm so
Release
sad.
us.
I was going to maybe give you guys the Patreon episode today, because after we talk about Sex and the City, we're gonna talk about our vaginas.
So hop on
And
to watch.
then we're gonna talk about the real stuff, which is what the fuck we've been doing in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's kind of really fun and really the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go over some other hot topics that
Yeah.
are kind of a little too hot.
Too hot. Yeah. That's a great way to put it.
Too hot to be on
Public.
the tube tonight.
Yeah.
We will be switching over to Patreon early today,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. I was going to give you guys a little taste, but Natalie's right. You fuckers
No free shit.
are angels
Yeah.
if you subscribe.
Yes.
If you don't, you're breaking my vagina and my heart, and they're one.
They're the same. They're connected.
They're the same.
Yeah. Leave
But
us
with that
comments
in
of stuff
mind-
to talk about.
Leave us comments. We want to know what you want. We want to know where you want it. We want to know. No, seriously, you guys, please leave us comments, share, subscribe, like, do whatever. come over to the Patreon. It's only $1 to join, and you get over 100 bonus episodes, and you get a bunch more shit and random posts, and you could talk to us in the chat, and you actually talk to me, and I answer.
Yeah.
I answer DMs.
We don't
I'll
have a
talk to you
team.
whenever.
It's us.
Yeah, it's us. It's us, dude. It's very fun. A guest coming up I'm very excited about. Again, it's a rodeo. This is the biggest guest since Mark Normand.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not gonna knock Mark like that.
It's differently famous.
It's a different type of famous.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an exciting type of thing. So we will be switching over to the Patreon where I will be talking about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, follow me on Twitter, FunnyGirlWTits. Follow me on everything else that I actually use that's not Twitter. Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff, Funny Girl with Tits. And join a tier on Patreon, patreon.com/funnygirlwithtits.
Yeah.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Bye.
Love you, bye.